Whew. Hey, I'm still sick as can be. I thought maybe if I could get up and do my hair, take a bath, I might feel a little better. This was not the Valentine's Day that I had planned, but my son got sick first. And next thing you know, we're all like a day behind each other in recovery. And so right now, I'm like the last of it. My son had COVID and the flu at the same time. So he was really, really, really sick. But the rest of us only tested positive for COVID. So this is my third time having it. So wasn't as bad as my husband's first. He didn't know what was happening to him. My daughter barely had a cough. But she's always been that way. She is the kid that I breastfed the longest. I hate to admit that I really think that has something to do with it, but I do. She's super healthy. She hardly gets sick. When she does, it doesn't take her down like it does. Like it'll just slow her down, but she's still going. So today's my first day up out of the bed really well. I've been getting up, cleaning, disinfecting. And at first I was kind of bragging. I was like, okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. And then last night hit me so hard. And then I've slept for the most of the day today. So I would get in the shower whenever I got too hot or too cold. And then I kept wetting my hair and then just laying back down on top of it. So it was like so completely, like literally just matted. So I figured why not chat with you guys as I get this done? Because I feel like sometimes we can make ourselves feel better, like mentally, I guess. It was not the Valentine's Day I had expected. Of course, we couldn't go anywhere, couldn't do anything. Nobody wanted to eat. So, yeah, that was Valentine's Day. Um, my husband said we'll celebrate next weekend when we're allowed to be around people again, and I'll be able to wear my dresses and all that. I wanted to get my video out, but I didn't want to do the voiceover sounding like this. So, there you have it. So I'm just sectioning it off. It makes it easier to blow dry. My hair is not that long, but there is a lot of it. When I tell you, I was like, the day I took my son to school, I was like, yeah, it's a good thing this being laid off thing actually came in handy because I didn't have to explain to anybody or feel guilty that I needed the day off to take my son to the doctor. It was so hard getting him into the doctor. We were like on a cancellation list for days. And then I kept just thinking he would get better. And finally, when he didn't, we got into a little clinic. I was just like, he's got to be seen. So, yeah, being from Antarctica, hi. That's so cool. Antarctica. I was actually from Alaska. Hi, everybody. So, yeah, the hair situation, I feel like if I do my hair, I might feel a little better, which is crazy logic, but we're going with it. If you can't fix the inside, fix the outside, right? I have to blow it out. It only takes me like 15 minutes. I'll stop in between sections. If you don't want to hear the horrible noise that is this blow dryer, you might want to mute. But I'll stop in between sections and catch up with the chat. Hi, Winterly. And then I'm so short of breath. That's the part that is not fun. Thank you. I hope we're feeling better soon too. Everybody is, except for me. Well, actually, I do feel better. I still just feel bad, but I do feel better. My son's doing well. He's just still a little tired. That was the sickest he's ever been in his entire life. And my husband was able to get up and start moving around today. So that was a plus. Um, yeah. And no appetite. I've been door dashing the things, but we're not eating them. And this is what I use to blow it out. Especially if I'm going to wear it curly, because I noticed that blow drying it straight. I mean, with like, I have been using like a paddle brush blow dryer, but it made it so straight that it made it hard to keep a curl because it was so straight from that. So this, I feel like gives it body and then makes it easier to curl. Because after I blow it out, I'll then curl it and then I'll kind of shape it into my little vintage wave situation. So I'll stop in between sections to catch up with the chat. But if you want to mute, because this thing is kind of loud, you can. So it's the Chi one. I put a little bit of serum. The only thing I have in my hair is I use this leave-in. It's called Perfect 7. And then a little bit of oil. It's like a glosser and a heat protectant. My hair is so funny that once it gets like a little bit of grease in it, it won't move, it won't do anything. So I have to wash it way more than I think a black girl should. This is not fair, but it won't do right if I don't. This section might be too big. Oh, I thought I did. I don't have it. I thought I had the energy. Bad idea. Bad idea. Hi in New Mexico. I think this section was actually too big because it's not getting it. And my hair's so uneven because I cut it myself. I think that looks good. The key really is just making sure it's dry because I'm going to go back in and curl it anyway. Thank you. Hey, Sugar Cookie. Everyone's on the mend. I'm still really, really tired. I was saying that I thought if I fix my hair, I might feel a little better, but I'm probably going to go get back in the bed after this. But I couldn't keep letting it just mat. And I had like planned, I wanted to do like a Valentine's thing. And nothing went right. Okay, I think that looks good. So yeah, everyone's on the mend. Last night was my worst night. But feeling a little bit better today. I just woke up. Took a shower, and I'm hoping tomorrow I'm back, like, to myself. So I wanted to be able to get up and have pretty hair. Yeah, it's my son had been sick for since Friday. Um, so yeah, it's been wild. Just all of it. Taking care of a whole house of sick people, and the moms, we get the least amount of rest. Hi Sabrina, happy Valentine's Day. So it's been hard. I'm glad that today my husband was feeling better, so he was able to do like lunch and the disinfectant routine and everything that I do, because like I said, this is my third time having COVID. The other two times I had it, my household never got it. When they were in bed, I'd get up at night and like disinfect the whole house. The kids got tested every morning before they went to school, and I would disinfect the house then. So the first time I had it was bad. The second time wasn't so bad. I was like bragging about it that I was okay. And then last night was like worse. I was like literally crying for my mom and God in the same breath. It was awful. It was absolutely awful. And what's crazy is we're all vaccinated, except for my youngest. But they had shut the schools down here for the flu. Like last week, there was no school. They came home on Thursday saying no school Friday or Monday. And then Tuesday, they didn't have school because of snow. And so Wednesday, when it was time to go back to school, that's when my son was too sick. And we finally got into the doctor. So he's been out of school a whole week. Oh, I'm happy about that sugar cookie. Do you have your fabric already for your wedding dress? You know what fabric you're using? I think this section was too big. Okay, this part is the hardest part. The curling part is not so bad. No, you don't have it. Um, Order some swatches before you make a choice. Oh, and Tiffany Blue. Google it. Google image search it, and then order some swatches. Oh, you don't have time. The wedding's coming up soon, isn't it? Oh no, it's next summer. You have time then. Order some swatches, and you got time. That makes me happy. Watch, you'll do your wedding dress. Next thing you know, you're doing the groom's outfit, and everybody else's. Hey, I said I wasn't buying any more fabric, but I did buy some fabric yesterday. I did sick half sleep shopping. Fabric Mart was having 65% off of wool and their shipping was like $2.50. And so I bought 4 yards of this beautiful wool I want to make a coat out of, for a really, really good price. It was like regularly $60 a yard, and I got it for like $20 a yard. So I was super happy with that. My husband bought me a vintage brooch for Valentine's Day. So after all these years, he's finally starting to listen. I was so proud of him. It had been in the, I didn't get it until today because it had been in the mailbox, but we were too sick to even go check the mail. So, yeah, I can't wait to show it to you guys. It's still downstairs. I would show you, but it's still downstairs. But it's so pretty. I'll post a picture when we get done. I don't know if I did this right. This one might be too big. I know. Serena was telling me about a really good one in Georgia. That might be worth taking a trip to because it had really good fabric. But I know there's one in Kentucky and Frankfurt that I want to go to. Oh, that sounds so pretty. I know you guys can tell me forever I needed to get brooches. Okay, what am I using? Okay, give me 1 second. So I just used this leave-in conditioner. It's the 7 in 7 Aragon oil. And then a little bit of gloss that's a heat protectant. And then this thing is the cheese. But it came with a bunch of attachments. When you're not sick, you're supposed to do it like this. And it goes, and it dries pretty quickly when you do it like this. But I'm just a bit under the weather. We need to block Jake. And I keep saying, I know a lot of you guys have volunteered to be moderator. I just hardly ever know when I'm going to do these. It's so random how I decide. Like, oh, I'll just go live. But I need to start planning them out, or I hate to say it, like we might have to go members only. I do need to do some members only like content. I don't want to alienate you guys from my content or put it behind a paywall or anything like that, but those of you who know that I just got laid off, I got laid off. So I think I set the lowest membership is for $2.99, but it gets you access to all of the things. And as this channel grows, we might have to just to keep the weirdos out. Oh, I didn't put oil on that. I think the heat protectant is pretty important. My hair is completely natural. I don't have a relaxer or anything like that, but I wear it, like I straighten it so much. I think it's just like naturally taking the curl out of it. Oh, thank you. Okay, I'm waking up a little bit over here. The worst part, the absolute worst thing about us being sick today was Major's Valentine's Day dance at school. It was supposed to be just for me and her, and I had her patterns. Let me grab them. closed. We were going to, how cute, right? And so, first one ever missed, and Maverick had a basketball game today, didn't get to go to. So those kind of things are a little sad. I'm a little sad about that, the Valentine's thing more than anything. So I do think I'm gonna make her dresses. I made a dress for myself out of the same, I used the same two patterns with the cape and the dress that I wore to New Orleans. And out of like the quilting cotton with the hearts that Major picked out. So I'm still going to make her dress out of the same thing. I'm gonna take her to the Melting Pot. It's like this fondue restaurant that she absolutely loves. So I'm gonna take her there because we missed her first Valentine's Day dress and dance, and she was so looking forward to it. She kept saying, "Mommy, when's the pink party?" And I was so excited because she is like not a pink girl. She has a brother and she's into all of the things that he's into. So to see her excited about this and wanting me to make her dress, and I don't know, it was something like, it was like kind of a big deal as a mom, the first dance thing. And so, and she does ballet and all those things, but like this is a thing her and I were going to, just the two of us. So there's that. I was supposed to go to Nashville on Wednesday to meet up with Serena. We were going to a Valentine's Day event, and we didn't get to go to that. That was the day Maverick got the sickest, and we had to go to the doctor. So, yeah, we've missed and if you've seen like my last couple, I think it might have been the one from last year, maybe the year before, where I showed like my Valentine's Day bucket. Like I have a whole bucket with Valentine's Day decorations. Like, well, I have one for each holiday, and I kind of keep it so I can keep them separate. And I'm sorry if like I get weird with my words because COVID brain is a real thing. But if you've seen that video, I'll link it. Like Valentine's Day I take very seriously. Because it was really special in my childhood. Like my parents didn't make it like a thing just for them. It was like a thing for our whole house. And so Valentine's Day is very special to me. And this year, didn't put out a decoration, like didn't do a thing. But I think like next week we'll celebrate, because who gets to say when my house is holiday is. See, I've like taken the curl completely out of this, just from straightening it so much. Too much hair. And this is why I will not let my hair grow long, because there is just too much of it, like too many follicles. I can imagine if it was long. Thank you, Linda. My mom always brags about it. She's like, if I gave you anything, I gave you great hair and great eyebrows. I'm like, yes, Mom, you did. Aw, I'm sorry about your late husband, but he preferred to do things randomly during the year. I agree with that. For us, isn't, you have to look at my last video from last year too. For me, it's not so much about romantic love as just love in general. So my video from last year was like a love letter to to all of, now I'm gonna get emotional, but that's like COVID too, to all the special women in my life. And I talked about each of them, like my best friend, my sister-in-law, well, two of my sister-in-laws, um, my friends. Like, it was just really, really special to me, because I think it's just about love, in general, and just a day to really reflect on it and realize how lucky you are if you have it in your life. And even like, sorry, I'm emotional, but it's definitely COVID. With Maverick being sick, he was sick for so many days before he got to the doctor. And they only let him in the doctor because he finally said his ears were hurting, so they knew he was going to need antibiotics. Because outside of that, they were like, treat the symptoms, keep him hydrated, da 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 da. And so, when I got him into the doctor and they told me he had COVID and the flu and an ear infection, and just thinking about the fact that he had been sick for so many days, I felt so awful. Like, I felt really, really bad. And then I called my mom and I was like crying, and she was crying. And it just made me think, like, well, at least my son is gonna get better. You know what I mean? Like, there's people that take their kids to the doctor and they're not gonna get better. And so I think, in the same vein of Valentine's Day, is more just like being grateful for the love you have in your life, whatever kind that is, whatever that looks like, whoever that's from, your family, your friends, your dog. Like, it's just about being grateful. And even leaving the doctor with those two diagnoses, just realizing, like, my kid, he'll be fine, he'll get better. And so, in the same time that I was so upset, I was so grateful. You're also really emotional. I don't know. I think being tired and being sick makes you super emotional. Okay, I think I might have messed this up. We got some. Oh, this one goes that way. We got some stuff happening. Okay. I can feel eclipse. This one needs to go that way. And I swear to you, this normally does not take me this long. Because what are we at? Almost 30 minutes? I can usually do this in 15 minutes. I'm also not stopping to chat either. I think there's a little tear. Oh, yes. Valentine's Day is just being grateful. And for me, I am so vocal about my emotions and about when I love someone, telling them and all those things, that it's not something that I actually like have to think about or be intentional about. But I think some people do have to be intentional about that. And so it's a day to remember to tell the people that you love, that you really love them. A lot of people don't say it as much, or they assume that you know, or that, it's a given. But um, but I think it's a day to remember to tell the people. But I grew up in a house with lots of physical affection and verbal affection. So for me, it's nothing I really have to think about. I don't know what the hair is doing yet. We're going to see. I think we're making some progress. think? Okay. I really just need to make sure that it's dry is the biggest thing. Because like I said, I'm going to curl it anyway. Oh, this one goes to the front. This one goes here. Ooh, that still feels wet. So that goes up there. Okay. So, what did you guys do for Valentine's Day? Anybody do anything special? Or I'm here in Kentucky right now. It is pouring down raining. Oh, that's right. Sure, you are in Ohio. My family's all in Ohio. My mom's in Ohio. My cousins, my first cousins, so they're like my siblings. Sugar Cookie, we're gonna have to meet up. We're not far from each other. We're gonna have to meet up and talk about this wedding dress. Oh, you're far up in Ohio. I went to Pittsburgh a few times um, last year for work. I think it's about a 6-hour drive for me. Okay, guys, we're making progress. Be it slow, it is happening. I know. I really want to try wearing my curls. I don't know why I don't ever, but I want to try. But to me, it actually seems like more maintenance than this. But yeah, it's definitely considered vintage. Black people were still rocking their hair, but mostly straightening it. But I don't know why I don't. I want to try. Oh, from Boston? I can imagine the culture shock. That was dry. Happy birthday, Charlotte. Okay, we are making progress. We are slowly but surely getting there. This has never taken me this long, but I also have never done it with COVID. So there's that. I'm sure that has something to do with it. But I will say moving around a little bit has me feeling a little better. Oh, everything hurts. That's the worst part of COVID. You're so sore. A fro that was a foot. I've seen pictures of my mom with her fro, and it was humongous. I could only imagine. Whew. I cannot believe that I got sick. I can't believe I missed my trip. I missed the Valentine's dance at Major School. We missed Mavericks basketball game today. I missed getting content out that I had planned for you all and for us to hang out and do a Valentine's Day. Yes, baby. I think that's the part that you're not really prepared for, sugar, with it, is that, like, you know how you get a cold or something, it goes away. You feel fine. The thing with this is, like, it lingers a bit. Like, it can linger. And that part is hard. Like, that's hard physically and mentally. If you've been here a while, you know that I think, like, almost 3 years ago, I had got mono. Um, and they didn't know what the heck was wrong with me. And I was so tired and just so out of it, and kept getting tested for everything. I had to get all these autoimmune tests, all of this crazy stuff. And it was like mentally wrecking me because I knew I was sick, but I didn't have COVID. I didn't have flu, anything. I didn't know what the heck was wrong with me. So when like the third doctor it took to figure out that I had mono as a grown adult. And that took me probably 3 months to recover from. It was the most tired I'd ever been in my life. Like, I don't see how teenagers do that. I see why you miss a month of school. You're so tired. Oh, Jesus. Linda, that is so wild. And it's so crazy because how it affects everybody so differently, and some of the side effects and things you would not expect to happen that happen. I hope my son, luckily for him, he's young and healthy. I hope there's no like lingering things for him, but he is still just really lethargic. I got him Robux for Valentine's Day for him to play his video game. He still does not want to play. That's when I knew he was not just trying to get out of school. He doesn't even want to play his video game. He will eat popsicles. But yeah. All right, this is the hardest part because it's like the thickest part of my hair. I'm gonna try to just get through it because the smaller sections, though, I feel like give me a better blowout. I'm losing strength in my arms. I keep having like bouts of feeling okay, and then waves of nausea, the whole thing. Okay. So this is all that's left. I'm gonna try to do it in one section. I know. Well, maybe I should just do two, so I can get it straighter. All right, guys, we are almost there. Almost there. That's true. Oh, that's true. Last piece. I cannot believe we've been on here 45 minutes. I promise you I normally can do this in 20 minutes. Oh, thank you. And sugar, I'm gonna go heat up my tea and everything before I come back to do the curling part. So I'm gonna set it up if you're gonna be able to stay. So I'll set it up from in like a 10-minute break and set you up as moderator if that's okay. Bye, Sabrina. Have a good rest of your shift. All right, that was the hard part. Okay, so I'm gonna go get more tea. I'm gonna set it up to be back at 7, so that's like 8 minutes. And then sugar, I'm gonna put you as moderator. So I have to figure that out, and hopefully everybody can meet me back here at 7 for the curling part. We're gonna try to do the waves and all of that. So if you want to meet me back here at 7, it's in a few minutes. That will be good. And I will see you then if you're coming back. And sugar, I'm going to set you up as moderator. Let me try and figure that out. Okay, see you guys in a minute.